Pipvingen here, and you know me, I'm taking things one day at a time and trying to do what I can. So, how is everyone doing today? And how was everyone's weekend? I'm just trying to go one day at a time without dealing with any issues or problems or stuff. Trying not to let things break. Da-da-da-da. So, everyone doing okay so far? Hopefully, things will change for the better. And so, with the 6 guns part, that was in reference to me and playing um, Final Fantasy 7. Or, not 7, 14, sorry. And when I said 6 guns, I was meaning in reference to the fact that I have my favorite ones are Gunblade, Mechanist, and then the one that generally has 6 guns is the one that has 6 guns would be pretty much Sage. I'll show you. Okay. Watch closely. One gun. Helps if I have the weapon equipped. 2 gun. 4 gun. And I got little demon or little black wings on this. So that's 4, 1, 1. Don't make me have to go count and say 1 2 4 or 6 Sorry. So, let's see. Uh, so, So, let's see what we're gonna do with all of this. We'll do this. I'm just trying to send something to some my friends to let them know, hey, I'm live. Da, 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 da. So, alrighty. I'm going to do, because I want to get this done and over with, and besides, it helps to learn. No, not the pretty boy.
My strength is yours.
Academician? Well, hell, if I'm gonna do a sausage fest, I might as well.
Our fates are not yet sealed.
Let's give it our all.
Oh. So he's automatic. Oh, wait. No. You're a gun breaker, too? Piss off
My
then,
strength
buddy.
is yours.
Let's give it our all.
Now she's a red mage? She was never a red mage. Interesting. So, let's see what we can do. So, I know it's been a weekend, been a couple of days. There have been great many times to where I've wanted to stream, but IRL gets in the way. So, let's see. So, Sorry. You, what you think I want to be better. Sorry. Just sending to a streamer that I admire and look up to. Hopefully she reads it. So, what's going on? So, I don't know why it's looking up. So, let's do this. I gotta learn this somehow. And ain't nothing wrong with looking good. Especially in the neighborhood. Oh, make sure you're in the right spec. Yep. One gun and a blade. One gun blade. Oh, Milfina. I remember when she used to be big time woman. Please heal me. Millie. Or Min. Please heal me, Min. Minnie. Because you're not Milfina. You're not the full-size one. You're the, Okay, which way? Okay, this way. Tankity tank, 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 and tank. Nope. Okay, you. Smart enough not to go in there, and smart enough to move. Yep. Sorry, but I know I'm not doing very much, but you'll show me what? Show me what? La 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 la. Wrong time of year. Sorry. I know, wrong time of year. Although, helps if I'm in the right spec or the right added part to it. I don't know. Sounds like a good idea. It's like a warrior forgetting to go into warrior spec. Or a pally forgetting to go into defense or protection. Dude, heal me, you klutz. Alfie. You klutz and a half. Alfie, you klutz and a half. Alf, you better do what you're supposed to do, man. Because this is getting to be ridiculous. Dude. Better cover me. Otherwise, this is going to suck badly. Badly. So. We're doing this. Blade, blade, blade. I'm gonna say something that is important. One of the reasons too why I wasn't able to stream was because of the fact that my father and uncle needed help because they were actually in the middle of a stream. Or not stream. Hold up. They were in the middle of fixing our stuff, right? We had a leak, if you will, in the our sink in the kitchen, right? Was having a bit of an issue, right? To where it was not actually doing like it's supposed to. It wasn't draining. Right? So, lo and behold, we had to take and actively get it cleared. So my uncle and my father and myself had to move cabinets, had to take care of the had to move the counter, right? So that oh, so to dig a hole,
Hunger.
right? And the thing itself we had to get fixed was a we had to have the pipe get fixed because it was draining slowly, right? So because of that, reminds me of the song When I Move You Move, just like that. I think it was Luda. But let's see. So so we've got that, and so ironically, something interesting is going on too. That my youngest, after we got that fixed and everything, my youngest is actually visiting my brother. Right? He lives in he lives in Indiana. So that kind of helps, right? Brother lives in Indiana, so we met him halfway, right? There's a farm. It's oh, I'm trying. There's a famous farm that they have over there. Oh, I'm trying to remember. Anyways, but there's a big farm in Indiana, right? And the cool part about it is the farm itself is very well known, right? I'm just drawing a blank right now, that's all. But funny thing is that the farm itself is actually rather well,
Now I've got you.
and it's fun. It's one of the big ones. But we went there, we met my brother there. We hung out, and my son ended up going to hang out over there, right? Well, we'll be going next Saturday to pick him up. So that'll be cool. That'll be fun to do that. So, I've got, as a dad, I gotta check up and make sure that everything's okay with him. Holy Cheez-Its. Get over here, buddy. Jesus. Reminds me when I was younger. Okay, let me say this. If you have aluminum siding, do not, I repeat, do not think you can kick your aluminum siding without repercussions. This happened many years ago. Thank God I wasn't allergic to it. But I found out that, yeah, wasps and bees like to, or hornets, like to make their nests underneath aluminum siding. Right? When I was younger, I ended up getting mad at my mom and I ended up kicking the thing. Lo and behold, what do you think happened with it? The same thing that happened right here. I got stung. I got stung by every single one of them suckers except for the queen. That, my friends, was not cool. That was not copacetic. That sucked. That sucked more than anything, buddy. Brother. That was a pain in the butt. That sucked harder than Hoover vacuums used to vouch and say they used to. I'm trying to be good and not be, trying not to be nasty. So that's what ended up happening with that. Hey, bear. Get me, not them. You klutz. The only good thing about it is with these is the fact that you can solo these and not always have to worry about, oh, hey, I don't have a group. Only problem is the fact that half the time these schmucks ain't as, I guess you could say, they're not as great as a human. Squirtle. Oh wait, that's a frog, not a Squirtle. No. Come after me, you jerks. Don't do that. Here's the funny thing when you look at it. DPS, you kind of have to be a rearman.
Time to redeem myself.
understand you are frou-frou, but damn, man, did you really have to go and die and almost get me killed? I was trying to aggro everything. You... I'm gonna do this. Yeah, that made me feel better. Sorry. Yay! Now, Al, make sure you're actually going to not die. That would be a very good idea. Really? I only have 2 sons. I don't have... No, no, no. Dude. Stop going around and kicking everybody else. Why are you doing that? Come after me. No. I know, I need a tank class, but... Can you not try to do that? I don't know. Die. You ain't saving nobody, Chica. You can't do that right. You can't save nobody. And if you like my stuff, please share it with other people. I find it funny though that yesterday I saw on Twitter somebody making a stupid post about how the fact that, oh, why is it that Twitter followers doesn't equal Twitter followers doesn't equal followers. Well, it's because of the fact that Twitter ain't like that. Dude. You stupid freaking wannabe bear thingy. Eat my gun. Am I gonna have to swim? Whew. I don't have to swim. Nice. That's very, very nice. I'm glad I don't have to swim. So, let's see. Do 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 do. So, let's see. So, has everyone's weekend been worthwhile? Shell Crown. Arrive in the throne room. What do I get to be a princess now? Uh-oh. Never mind. Little frog lied to me. How dare you? You putz. Oh, Melfina, you're a ninja, aren't you? Rogues do it. That's something that I miss and wish they would do for Final Fantasy. Is do a band like they did for World of Warcraft. In the level, wasn't it originally level 70 Chieftain? Torn Chieftain? And that putz lied to me. Saying, oh hey, the crown is right there. You get to have the crown. No, I don't. Don't tease me. Heck, if I wanted a crown, I'd go to medieval times. Because at least there I'd get also a dinner and tournament. That's the part I loved about medieval times. Is you go there, you get a show, you get a dinner, you get a tournament, you get to have fun. Right? And you get a little crown. Like you're a king or a queen or a creature of note. That's the part I loved. Was medieval times, dinner and tournament. Are you by your lonesome? Yes, you are. Sorry, buddy. You look like a gallant steed. Wish I had you for my horse. Then again, it's funny because it's a sea horse. Get it? He's cute. Cute like a puppy. Okay. When did, oh, what's her name? From frickin', Ursula. That's what I'm thinking of. When did Ursula become a wannabe genie? It's kind of like Ursula and Genie had a baby. An ugly baby. Ooh. I think even Robin Williams wouldn't touch that. Rest his soul. Okay, I'm going to say this, and it's an important thing to share. Always remember to check in on your friends. Okay? This is a side note. But check in on your friends. Even if it feels like nothing's wrong, sometimes you actually have to actively check on them. Message them, DM them, say, hey, I'm here if you need me. The other part of that is actually be there if they need you. Because it's one thing, it's fine to say, oh yeah, I'm here for you.
I'll show you.
Because you could say that all day long. Sometimes just a little bit of encouragement helps out a lot. And certain people are really sweet. And some people out there actually do have a very redeemable quality. I'm going to do a verbal shout out only because of the fact that she did this yesterday in a DM. On Fansly, if you will. I have an account there. It's for my darker side. Okay. Because everybody has a Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. Right? I don't have any full nudity or anything else like that. It's just some ASMR, if you will, that is a little bit and little bit not safe for. Hey, 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 why'd you turn me into this? I look like a cute chick. I am not a chicken. I am not a boom boom chicken. Hey! Whoa! Uh-oh. This has got to be the most tedious thing ever. Oh, thank God. Somebody ended up doing that. Thank you. Holy fudge, you turn ugly. You look like a gentleman and then you look like a nasty. Reminds me of the fugly guy from, like, you remember old G Blade? Wesley Snipes one, the first one. Yeah, that one. Yeah, that one was definitely. Oh, no wonder why you look ugly, fugly like the. You look real bad now. Oh, now you gonna get all high class, dude. Come on, Mr. High Class Frog. Yes, I see you. Look away. I learned long ago, look away. One of the earlier dungeons has it to where if you look with the eye, then you end up having the to where it like either turns you to stone or welcomes you. Like hypnotizes you with a cheetah. Okay, Mr. Frog. Goodbye. Boy, oh boy, Kermit done let himself go on that one. Leave duty, yes. Leave the toilet. It ain't worth it. So, we're doing this. And I truly do wish I could see my. Yeah, I don't care. Black Panther part of I don't care. So, uh, hey, cool. That's cool. Aether currents actually are worthwhile. Okay. Let's go back to this. Wait. Oh no. Do I have to kill more characters in the area in order to get to 73? Patska. I don't know what I said. Forgive me. Shysta. Uh-oh. I forgot my buddy. Ah! There we go. I wish I could just go through a dungeon or something like that. But this is what I was kind of doing yesterday. To get this guy to 72. Poop. Well, here's what we'll do. Right? We'll go to number gun 2. Gun 2. Second gun. Yeah, don't care. He gets that. And then speak with Utagara. Okay, so on the way here, we're gonna pick fights with these guys, and we're gonna try to level up. Sounds like a plan to me. Also, if you have a character and you're able to play, I would suggest playing on, if you can, because I usually end up playing during most of the day. Aether, Midgard, Samar. Aether is the North American server, right? Apparently it's, I think, West Coast. So, with that, my suggestion would be play on that server, or that, play on that, did you just shock me? Paralysis, thunder, what? Dude just thunder shocked me. Or paralysis type. Well, What the heck, man? Thunderstruck. But anyways, back to what I was getting at before that happened. Well, Midgard Samar is the current realm I'm on. I also have a character on Siren, as well as Goblin. Now, the ones that are on Goblin are going to end up being, and I keep forgetting to do that. I'm going to start working on the ones over there. Now, initially, this character was on Siren, then I moved him, right? Because I have another friend that has an actual guild here, who actually is one of the people I trust and is my friend. Her and her husband, Fenris and Huff, actually run this guild, or this company, if you will, on Midgard Samar, and it's called Baka. The other day, when I had been able to actually play with my friend Aya, or Goddess Aya, or Mother Aya, I had lots of fun and I invited them to the guild. For a reason. Because it was fun. It was nice. It was great. Her and her friend, I think it was her roommate, I don't know. But that was fun, mind you. Move, move, move. Dude. Oh man, now you're paralyzed. What the heck? Frank, you're good. Okay. That's the thing. So, I'm on Midgard Samar as Philip Philipp Lorenz, Lorenz. My Oma's maiden name. So, I don't think most will know. Interestingly enough, Pip is another way of saying Philip. So if you ever have family that ever have family or anybody that tries to dox me and say, "Oh, Philip," well, there you go. Pip is another way of saying Philip. So, let's see. This is for all those stings you gave me, your brethren gave me when I was little. Yeah. I know I had a partial thought when it came to that. When I was younger, like I said, when I kicked the side of the house siding, I did not know there was a hornet's nest or a bee's nest underneath. Yeah, that was definitely not fun. I got stung by the whole hive. Or at least what I imagined would be the whole hive. Yeah, that was not fun at all. Yeah, stung by the hive is not fun. Yeah, not a good idea. So, yeah, and I had to go to ER. That was fun. Not really, but close enough. And then on my other thought of, yes, checking in on people, that's an important thing you have to do. You need to check in on people. It is a must if you do not check in on your friends. Then they, because they'll feel alone if you don't. Sometimes you could say the nicest thing in the whole world. Every once in a while. Yeah, it's important to say those things, but here's the thing. Sometimes saying those nice things actually can make the difference between whether somebody is happy or sad or whatever it may be. It could save a life. But I had to finish the other thought. Well, this is part of that thought of the ADHD and autism. But I had a gorgeous, gorgeous VTuber. site on Blue Twitch, if you will, take and they ended up taking and just asking me how I was doing. Because you see, sometimes doing that means a lot to people. It can mean the difference between them feeling like they don't matter to being somebody that feels like they're worth something. And on the Blue site, on 3 once more. Head to what? Because they're less likely to mess with me here. I will have to go this way. So this is a gauntlet. That's what it is. This is a gauntlet. That's what this is. This is a run and done. Okay. What the hey? So, yeah, but anyways, what was I talking about? Oh, Blue Twitch. Yeah. So, I ended up going there, on there, talking with the streamer. Right? They DM'd me. and asked me how things were going. I told him it's okay, one day at a time, right? Just surviving. Not doing well, but surviving. And as usual on Blue Twitch, I mean, it's part of it. But, I talked with the streamer a little while. And she did the sweetest thing. And yeah, sent me a message saying, hey, do you want to see blah, 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 content or whatever? And I'm like, well, sure, but how much? And so I was told they sent me a link for the content. And so I'm like, okay. So, long and short, this creator, when I had said, when she asked, okay, what's going on? So, asked for 150 for it. I'm like, nah, I can't afford that. And so I apologized for wasting her time. The lovely, lovely woman was Fifi. She is gorgeous and caring. And she sent me, because I apologized for wasting her time, and I said, hey, I don't like to waste the time of my oceans. And so, told her, best I could do is 50. She asked, hey, do you want audio? Like, so I apologized and I said, hey, I'm sorry I wasted your time. Here's 50. And that's the thing, is I kind of said, hey, Xander is my Dr. Jekyll, or Mr. Hyde to my Dr. Jekyll, which is this guy, right? Like I said, when it came to it, I normally don't do that content, right? But I have it because, like I said, sometimes you're playing certain things that Twitch doesn't like you playing or doing. So, I figured I'd go to that site. But she sent me the sweetest audio. With encouragement and care. My thing is this. The hottest thing a woman can do aside from in general is to be there. To say to a guy, that they've made it this far and encourage them. personalize it helps. Because you could say that to anybody. But unless you personalize certain things, sometimes it just feels like status quo. Because that's the thing. For us guys, we're simple creatures. We're simple people. But sometimes being real with us and saying, you know, I believe in you. And just saying wonderful things and encouraging us. Something that, in my opinion, does wonders. Saying to somebody, you matter to me. I may not exactly know you, but you do matter. And as you guys know, I am a good guy. I've been told that on multiple occasions. Right? Been told that I'm a good guy and everything. I've also been told that they can kind of tell that I have ADHD, that I'm autistic, a little autistic, and that I'm borderline Asperger's. Which, to be honest, I am. Then again, I'm old too. So, when you're old, you get Asperger's a little bit. Or at least Alzheimer's. But I'm not that old. I'm only 42. Which, if you've ever seen the movie Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, I think it was like the one that had Alan Rickman in it as the robot. That one is definitely a worthwhile watch. I will say that. But like I said, it's hearing that words of encouragement is hot. I know wonderful women like Cotton do that as well. No matter what, Cottontail VA will always be my Kamiyoshi. But because she is just that. I love her content. And because of a stupid mistake from long ago that affected my brain and my head, I'm not going to get into it. If you want to hear about it, check one of my VODs out from a while ago. But I had it to where I had to go and do that, right? I said something I shouldn't have and got in trouble for it. And I'm been talking with the young lady ever since. Even after the ban. Right? From initial ban, then ended up being a chat ban, right? But I still talk with her, and even though there was the mix-up when she was doing the unbanned stream with Heavenly Father and Porcelain Maid, and had forgotten my main name when I was on Twitch Blue talking in DMs. I still talk with her on Twitter DMs and so on. But that's because we're friends still. I will say this. If one day if someday she decides to unban me and her mods forgive me, that would be awesome. I would love that. So, yeah. So that would be the thing for me, would be unbanned from her. Even though I've kind of asked her, I'm like, dude, can you maybe do that? No response, but that's quite alright. So, yeah, but that's the thing is that that, in my opinion, would be wonderful. As if I would be able to have that happen. Now, that's a separate matter. But I do take, and I do want to encourage everyone wonderful, epic, always be my Kamiyoshi. And I try to support her as much as possible. Always remember to do that. Remember to support the people that you care about. Oh. Nice. But we've been going for almost an hour and a half. So, first let me do this. But yeah, this is my character and everything. But I know I got lost in thought. But please remember to take care of people. A woman that cares about you and shows some type of care, people actually love it. Guys, we love it. We're almost on a daily basis told how much of a scumbag we are, how worthless we are, and continually told we're not worth much by the rest of the world, by other guys, by women. But when you hear something like that, that you matter, you're important, you're lovely, you're wonderful, you're gorgeous. Well, not gorgeous, but you're wonderful, you're important. That makes us feel so much more. It's hot, in my opinion. Very hot. That's why I love Cotton. She's my Kamiyoshi. And that's why I love Fifi. Watching Fifi, because she is just as gorgeous and perfect. Fenris is my friend, and I love watching her. I love watching her because she cares about people and encourages them as well. I love watching them because they matter. They are wonderful. People like Alara are awesome as well. And Chonky. The three people I love watching streams for that I have actually hung out with is Fenris being one, because I'm in her guild and everything. Another one is Aya, because I was able to hang out with her on stream. And then the other one would be Chonky, because I get to play with Chonky. I've played with Chonky often. on Helldivers. I wish I could play with Ari on Final Fantasy XIV. I wish I could play with Cotton on here as well. So, I'm going to hand you over to Alara, because she is awesome and wonderful, and she deserves a lot of your love and joy, and she deserves a lot of it, because she is that epic of a streamer, in my opinion. She deserves it, and she should get it. So, I hope you have a wonderful and epic day. Please take and be good. Encourage all your friends. Love your friends and be there for people. Have a wonderful day.